Hey guys! So I haven't been posting because I broke my camera. Yeah. Um, I had a shoot at the beach, like photography. I didn't actually like shoot at the beach. I probably shouldn't have said that. It was like around 6 o'clock, which is when the tide is high. And we were in the Laguna Beach area, and if you've ever been to the Laguna Beach area, there's a lot of rocks, and so we had to jump down one rock, hurry up and run before the water crashed down on us, and jump to the next rock, and I just did not make it in time, and the wave came and
smacked lip,
like knocked me over.
drop down, snap,
I was fully submerged under the water.
and then after that,
I tried to keep my camera up.
get pitted, so pitted like that.
I honestly don't know if I was successful or not in keeping it out of the water. Well, I mean, I obviously wasn't because now it's broken. That part was not so great. The screen to my camera, it doesn't turn on anymore. So, I can't use it. It still takes pictures though, which is kind of weird. So I just don't know. Like, I don't know. I can't see what I'm taking a picture of or what the final picture is, or I can't adjust the camera settings because it's all because it's all digital on the screen. So I can't see anything, and yeah. So I just wanted a quick life update because I want to start this segment called College Probs, okay? Very first college problem is money. I have a bill due at the end of this month, which is like over $2,000, and I'm pretty sure in total I have about $60 in cash and in my bank account. We love a broke sister. But you know what? I have been applying for so many scholarships and none of them have got back to me. I've been applying for so many jobs and none of them have got back to me. But you know what? I'm just going to keep trying. And one of the things that I am really trying to be faithful in, despite all of my money issues, is tithing. So you have tithing and then you have offering. What your tithing is your 5% out of your paycheck or whatever you've made. And then your offering is however much money God tells you to give on top of your tithe. I never knew the difference for the longest time, and nobody ever told me, and I thought they were just the same thing. And I was like,
why is everybody using two words for the same thing?
But they're not the same thing. Fun fact. So I've really been trying to be faithful in tithing, and let me tell you, it has been such a struggle because one of the things, okay, I'm just being honest here. There are a few reasons why, like, tithing has been such a struggle in my life is because, like, number one, I feel like I made the money. You know, like, it's money that I worked hard for, and I should be able to spend it, and I should be able to have fun with the money that I made. And then number two is, like, I have things to pay for, you know? Like, I almost felt like tithing was a little bit of a waste of time, if I'm being honest. I felt like it was just a waste. Like, there were times where I tithed to the church, and because I tithed, I didn't have money to buy what I wanted to buy. And that always sucked because I felt like it was, kind of feel bad saying this, but like I just felt like I was throwing my money away. It was really, 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 really hard. But then I had to really study on tithing and study the word and really get into touch with what I was sowing into. You know, like, I'm sowing into the church, which is never a waste of money. I know my church is flippin' awesome, and I want them to have all the money in the world to be able to do whatever they need to do and what they want to do, you know? So I did my part in that. And also, the Bible says, I think it's in Luke 10 verse 16, that he who is faithful in little is faithful in many. And so just practicing being faithful in something that is kind of little compared to so many other things, it's definitely proving what I can do and how much I can do. But you know what? Like, it's been so awesome because I have so many testimonies where, like, God has came through. Like really, like when it really counted, God has come through. I'm tithing and I'm in expectation that these scholarships are gonna start rolling in and my college is gonna be paid for, really, because like when I first like applied for the college, God spoke to me and he really just said like the college is paid for. Like you're finishing college, you know? Like I know so many people who have taken like 10 years to finish college or like just didn't finish college, and that's all because of the cost. I like, to me, like that just doesn't make sense. Like how do you not finish school, you know? I mean, I guess like I just came out of high school and I didn't have a choice to like take 10 years to do 4 years of high school, you know what I mean? So like I don't feel like I understand it. It just doesn't comprehend in my brain that you don't finish college or like you don't finish school, you know? It's my number one goal right now to finish college, like all 4 years in 4 years, you know what I mean? That's what I really want to do. And so I'm being faithful in tithing. I'm sacrificing, and I'm in the expectation that God's gonna honor my obedience, basically, you know, like God's telling, like I give my tithe and God tells me to give sometimes like just I feel like unreasonable amounts of money, okay? If I'm honest, you know. And he'll tell me to just to give more, and after all my complaining and being dramatic for like 5 seconds, you know, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna try to be a cheerful giver, and I'm gonna believe that I'm gonna sow this seed into the kingdom and that God's gonna give it back, you know. God's gonna provide, God's gonna do what he needs to do to get me where I need to go, you know, because that's just how it works. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but that is how it works. If you're going into college and money is an issue, really pray and seek and ask God, like, one, is this the college that you want me to go to? And two, what can I do um, so that you can help me? Like, God wants to pay for my college, but that doesn't mean money's going to fall out of the sky. You know, God told me that your college is going to be paid for, so that means that he's going to pay for it. But that doesn't mean that I sit on my butt and I wait for money to pop out of under my mattress, you know? Like it takes some faith on our side, and faith isn't just a state of mind, but it's an action. So like I'm applying for scholarships and I'm praying over the essays that I send in, and I'm applying for jobs and I'm praying over the applications that I send in, and just everything that I possibly can. Like I bring God into the situation, into what I'm doing, into what I'm trying to figure out, so that he can work, you know, because God always has a plan for our lives, but it always requires our participation in what he's trying to do. God's always going to tell you what he wants to do with your life, but like there's also that, when is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? All of this stuff, you know? So you really have to ask him and see how you can be an active participant in the will of God in your life, because if you just ask him what he wants to do and he tells you, like, that's great. But if you're not doing anything, like, it's not going to happen. So, you know what I mean? Like, you always have to just like, what can I do, God? You know, like, what can I do right now? What are you trying to do? What do you want to work on? Let's work on it so we can move somewhere, we can get somewhere, and the plan that you've spoken to me, it can be in action. You know what I mean? Always be prayerful in whatever you're doing so that things work out the way that they're supposed to, because God has a plan, and sometimes it can get a little twisted, but you know what? If you stay consistent, things will work out for the good, because God always has our best intentions at heart. So yeah, I encourage you. Make sure you like and subscribe. Comment down below any questions, faith-related questions, and I'll see if I can tackle them. So yeah, see you next time. Bye.